Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I am Shouty Productions, and in the last episode, the adult Mario brothers were kidnapped by this tree thing, and we got our hammers, and now we have to save them, which is what we're actually going to do right now. So if you just go around this tree and break all these power orb type things, they'll be freed. I don't know why there's a random tree inside the Vim Factory. Maybe this is what drains the power that's extracted from the toads in Toadwood Forest. I'm not entirely sure. Hey! Nice, you found your buds. Yeah, buds helping buds makes the world go round. We're gonna teach you how to use the hammer when piggybacked, okay? Okay, this is a little complicated. You gotta press A at the right time and then X at the right time. And then this one would of course be B at the right time, then Y at the right time. So it's a little tricky to get used to. And you gotta remember that the hammer actions will always be done as the baby brothers, because the adult brothers don't have their own hammers, for whatever reason. I mean, it's not like we never see the hammer brothers again, so they could very easily give us our own hammers. I could end this with a Bro Flower, but I kinda wanna... Yeah, see, I knew that would happen. I need to get used to this. There we go. Oh... I don't know why those hammer brothers couldn't just give the adult Mario brothers their own hammers as well. I don't know, I suppose... Oh, Mario, you just suck at using the hammer, okay? We're just gonna call it a day and use the Bro Flower. I don't know if I ever explained this, but... Oh, wow. Oops. That might have been a little bit of a waste of Bro Flower, but I don't use them that much anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if you have the baby brothers piggybacked, or... Yeah, while you're using the Bro Flower, and you press X and Y instead of A and B, you'll be able to hit enemies that are airborne, I believe. So that's a useful trick if you're fighting airborne enemies with the Bro Flower. Or its twin, the Ice Flower, which we get a little bit later on. 4 cannonballers. How many cannonballers do we have? I'm a pretty big fan of cannonballers. Okay, those are actually the first cannonballers we found in a block. And that's the first we've seen of this Shrub type enemy, so we're gonna fight him. Alright, these guys, Dr. Shrubs. They are pretty easy to beat, actually. All they really do is shoot their laser beams at you, and they take out these mushrooms. And if you don't hit them before their next turn, after they've taken out a mushroom, they'll eat the mushroom, and there are 2 different kinds of mushrooms. There are the normal mushrooms that you've seen so far, which will basically make them gigantic and they'll try to ram into you. And then there are these poison mushrooms, which I believe make them small. Yeah. That's what those look like. And, their attacks are a little harder to dodge when they eat the mushrooms, so I guess take them out, but, I mean... You're probably going to be attacking them anyway, so I don't see any reason why you'd go 2 turns without attacking. So the mushrooms really aren't going to be that much of a threat when you're fighting just one of them anyway. Well, that was great. I got so many bonus points that time. Up, and then here's another one. This guy can be kind of annoying. He like flies off the ship and you have to jump at him, but it's a little... tough to predict. Bro Flowers. I've been making great use of my Bro Flowers in these past few episodes. But if you'll notice, any fire flowers going towards the Latiku were up. I was trying to hold the A button down. That does not work. But any fireballs that went towards the Latiku or Lakitu were missing him. But if you just press the X and Y buttons, the fireballs will only go to him. So... Decisions. Well, let me just kill this guy off, because he can't have that much more health. Yep. And that guy died. Okay. And that guy died. Damn. That was solid. And I got 20 experience points from that. But I'm probably gonna get into another fight unless I can avoid it. Well, I'll take this guy down. It's just one of them, so it's really not that hard, or so I think. But these guys are actually part of the boss fight of this area, so you should get used to the whole concept of them taking out mushrooms, because that's actually an important aspect to how you defeat the boss of this area. I won't get into that too much now, but it will become important later on. And, oh, this is kind of important, or at least exciting news. I suck at jumping, that's exciting, but, I have officially been cleared to go to PAX East with, Paper Mario Guy and Caboose, you know, the Koopa Ninja Bros. So that will be very exciting. We'll be going to, you know, PAX East in Boston for the full, 3 days. We'll leave like that Thursday night and we'll be there for the entire weekend, so that's very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Should be pretty awesome. And if you're planning on going to PAX East, then maybe I'll see you there. I don't know. But I guess I'll talk more about that once it gets closer to April, because right now it's only still late January, or as this recording anyway. I don't know, hopefully it won't take that long for me to upload this. But, yeah, more specifics like who's going and if you'd possibly, like, I don't know, want to see me there or something. We could talk more about that once PAX East gets closer. Or maybe even in my, like, maybe if I make, like, a year for my, or, not, no, I can't create time if I make a video for my 2-year special. Or my 2-year anniversary, or whatever. I have a little something planned for my 2-year anniversary. It's nothing like big or special, but it's just a neat little video that I thought was pretty cool. But it's really just me showing off in what I can do in Vegas Pro, but whatever. So, I think we're actually getting really close to the end of this area, actually. What do I gotta throw these guys. Oh, nope, can't do that. They cannot quite reach. Let's just kind of shimmy past all these enemies. Wow, there are so many enemies. If I fought all these guys, I would never get anywhere. But, I guess I'll fight these guys. So, I recently found out that I recently found my Game Boy Micro, and I got a charger for it, because for whatever reason I didn't have the charger. So I've been bringing that to school, which is awesome. It reminds me of my childhood, and I've just been playing like Game Boy Advance games and history. And, oh, I didn't want to do that, but whatever, Bro Flowers will make them my bitch, so it's okay. But, I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3, because I never actually beat that game 100%, just because of the fact that once you get a game over, you have to start the whole world over, and that was really a huge turn-off. Oh, and they use a different attack, because we don't have hammers. That's interesting, and impossible. Okay. I don't like that attack. But, yeah, I was never really able to beat Super Mario Bros. 3 without using warp whistles, because I was not going to, have to start the whole world over after getting a game over when you only have like 5 lives. I'm not that good at Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, I just want to switch to the Baby Brothers. Meh. But, yeah, so I've been playing that on my Game Boy Advance, and I finally beat it. I beat all 8 worlds, didn't use a single warp whistle. Fantastic. That game is actually pretty interesting. I missed a lot of interesting stuff along those, like, however many worlds. Oh, I was trying to press X and Y to hit that T-cube, but then I realized I did not have the Baby Brothers with me. Sooner or later, I'm going to figure out how to dodge that. Or I'm just going to die, either one. Well, we have mushroom drops, so. These are basically the equivalent of nuts from the previous game. But yeah, there was like a castle that had lava on the ceiling. That was pretty interesting. Pipe Maze World was a bitch. But overall, even World 8, it really wasn't as hard as I remember it being. Like, I remember the very first level of World 8 being, like, ungodly and impossible, but it really wasn't that bad. Like, I think I actually beat it as Small Mario without any power-ups. But I guess that's just because I really haven't played that game in a very long time. I don't know. Actually, the last time I played that game was when I was playing World 1 with Paper Mario Guy, and we were doing awful, and we just decided to scrap it because we were gonna do like a co-op LP of the game, but then we're like, this is terrible, and we stopped. And we were gonna like re-record it, but then we never got down to re-recording it. So that's how that went down. But if we ever actually did an LP of that game, we would definitely have to do it on the Game Boy Advance. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work. Because especially when we're LPing, I don't think either of us are good enough to not die ever more than like 5 times, 6 times, so yeah. More brotherly cooperation. I believe this is like the final stretch. No, I didn't mean to do that. Blah. Okay, literally, I am the biggest retard ever. Literally, like I was like reaching the limit of how much I can record with Cam Studio, so I decided to use that battle as a like way to transfer between episodes and like end it in the middle of that battle and finish the battle off screen and then just start it up outside of the battle, like I cut the battle out. But then I kept on playing and I like, oh wait a minute, I'm not recording. So basically what I did is I crawled under here, I hit this switch, which got rid of this gate, because I'm not fucking redoing this. Sorry. Then I went over here, then I hit these, and they made this. No. Then I hit these. It didn't do anything because I wasn't over here as the adult brother. So that's where I am right now, actually. Okay. So I didn't go too far ahead. A good thing I realized before I like went and like did something ridiculous like fight the boss. I don't think I would have been that retarded as to not notice by then, but I was just so into the game that I just kind of kept on going, and I forgot to start recording again. So might be. But if you really want to see that footage of me hitting that switch and that electric gate going away, I'm sure you could find it somewhere else. Or it could be an incentive to go out and buy the game yourself. I don't know. If you were going to spend money on a Mario and Luigi game or a Mario RPG, there are plenty of other Mario RPGs that are far superior. Actually, no, I don't have to walk all the way back over here. There's the first Mario and Luigi game. There's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. There's Paper Mario. There's Thousand Year Door. There's Super Mario RPG. So many great games. I think this would probably be at like the bottom of the list. Then followed by Super Paper Mario. Not that there's anything wrong with Super Paper Mario. It's just not really a Mario RPG. It's a fun game, but I don't know. It's just not an RPG. Huh. But here's one of the. I don't think I've shown these off actually. But they're a lot like the rally blocks because they let you acquire massive amounts of coins. Basically, there's this little ball that travels back and forth between all the blocks, and you gotta hit them as the correct brother, and you'll get coins for it. Lots of coins. I believe you get 10 coins per hit, and I'm doing pretty damn awesome right now, so I must have gotten like 270 coins off of that. So that's kind of the purpose of that room. Wow, Luigi, I'm sorry, but you just got raped. That was... Oh, this is not good. Jumping with the A and the Y button is a little more complicated than the A and the B button. Well, I want Luigi to get his experience, so I'm just gonna bring him back to life real quick with one-up mushroom. I think that might actually be the first time I don't remember, probably not, but it has been a while since I recorded last before this session, so, and it hasn't happened in this session yet, but that's what happens when an adult brother dies, when there's a child brother on his back. I don't know if that was terribly effective. I don't know, it's less effective when there's more enemies, because you're going to do less damage to each enemy. What else have I beaten recently? I actually also beat it completely, 100%. Nothing left for me to do in Super Mario 3D Land. Like, I'm completely done with that game. I beat every single level in the eight normal worlds and the 8 special worlds as Mario and Luigi, and I got all the golden flags in every level. So I am pretty much done. I got the special worlds. They're not special world, but special level in Special World 8. It's like the final level of the whole game. And I beat that as both brothers, and I got the golden flag. So, and there are 5 stars on my file, so I'm assuming that there's nothing left for me to do in that game. Aside from getting the golden stars, which would mean I'd have to beat every level without dying, in the whole game without dying more than like 5 times or so. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Apparently you could cheat though, and just press start and quit the game, or return to the map or something, and it won't count. But who has the patience to do that? I know I sure don't. So yeah, I don't think I'd ever have the motivation to go in there and try to get the shiny stars. And I don't even know if they exist. It could just be a load of bullshit. I don't know. Not worth it. Well, I'm sure it'd be easy enough to find out if it was bullshit or not, but I don't care. If I saw it done, it would only tempt me to do it more, but nothing could be tempting enough to make me want to do all that ridiculous work after I just beat the game. So, not going to be doing that. Fuck that. But the final level, it was like, it reminded me a lot of the final level in Super Mario Galaxy. I forget what it was called. It's not the perfect run, because that's when you only have one. You can only get hit once, which is absolutely insane. But it's more like the regular version of that level. The platforming is actually pretty difficult, especially as Mario. I don't know, I found it more difficult as Mario, just because Luigi has a better jump. Luigi's actually good in that game. That's the thing, because in the Galaxy games, Luigi kind of sucks. Like, I think he butters his shoes before he goes around and from galaxy to galaxy saving stars and such. He'd like put butter on his shoes, because he has no traction in those games whatsoever. But in 3D Land, he's actually like really good. He's got more or less very similar physics to Mario, maybe a little less traction, but there's not really any moment in that game where you're gonna be like, oh, I gotta turn around, because it's a very linear and a lot like a 3D Mario, like Super Mario Brothers game, as in like the classic 2D games. So there's really not many times where you're gonna turn around in the first place, and I didn't really notice him sliding around very much. But he seems to like he can jump farther and higher, so he's basically like a big improvement over Mario. Just like he was in like the old 2D games. He had a much better jump. That was terrible. I'm sorry, Luigi. But I don't really use Luigi in the classic games though. I remember I did when I was a kid, but now I just use Mario pretty much strictly. I don't know, Luigi just seems like he's too handicapped for me. Not handicapped as in a wheelchair, because then he'd be impossible to play as, but, you know, he's too, like, I don't know, his jump is too cheap. But, whatever, maybe I'm just used to playing as Mario now, I don't know. But I definitely enjoyed myself as Luigi a lot in Super Mario 3D Land. So going back and playing every level as Luigi really wasn't as much of a chore as I thought it would be. Plus the levels are really short, and I really like that game anyway, so it really wasn't a big deal at all. I kind of had the urge to go back and play the game anyway, so it was fun. It was fun. Very good game. And the last level was, I wouldn't say it's as difficult as the perfect run in Super Mario Galaxy was, because that took me many more tries than the last level in Super Mario 3D Land did, but it was still, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me being stupid, but I beat it as Luigi very quickly, actually. But then as Mario, for whatever reason, no. For Mario, as Mario, for whatever reason, it must have taken me like a little bit longer, maybe like a half hour, as opposed to getting on my second or third try. But yeah, the raccoon suit definitely would make things easier. But that's kind of cheap. I don't know. I do like the raccoon suit though in Super Mario 3D Land. It's very very helpful. Like the way he could just kind of glide. And I guess people complain about the fact that it doesn't have its original ability, which is to fly. But you know, if you could fly in that game, you know how easy that would make it? Would that be fun if you could just like fly through every single level? I mean, I think there's one of those like super guide type things where, not super guide, but you know what I'm saying. Where basically like if you die so many times, the game like, ah, you suck dick, here's a handicap, and it gives you like I think it's like a super leaf or something like that, where you can literally just fly to the end of the level. And I never used that, and I never used the super guides in any of the Mario games. Either the new Super Mario Bros. Wii or Super Mario Galaxy 2, because I don't think it's in Super Mario Galaxy 1. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of that, but hey, it's good, I guess, because it allows Nintendo to feel like they can still make the game difficult. Because I feel like they were afraid of making games difficult for a while there, because it would turn a lot of people off. But now they have a little more freedom with that, because they can just throw in a super guide and make it as hard as they want. But I don't want to fight you. But yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the factory now, so I am Shady Productions. Thank you very much for watching, and in the next episode we will face the boss of Vim Factory, who is creatively titled Swiggler.